Hello and welcome back into MLG TV at Play CEVO. My name is Rizc and alongside me is Launders, and we're ready to go finally with this game between Virtus.pro and Navi, the second map in this best of two. Of course, as you saw before, whitewash for Virtus.pro as they took that first map on the Inferno very convincingly. But now it's Cobblestone, and what do you think is going to go down here, Launders?
Yeah, I don't know. After Navi losing that first map, I think it's going to be a pretty tough fight here on Cobblestone. VP going to be pretty good on this map. I think it's only going to favor them as well that they get to play T side first. That's a good way to get the momentum back in their favor.
Yeah.
But after that loss, I think Navi really need to step up their game. So if they do that, they might have a chance. Anyways, it's just they were making mistakes that were kind of. I don't think they forgave themselves for the mistakes they made.
Yeah, and it was kind of an odd Navi team we saw in that match because they did not look like they usually do. They just come off, like after we talked about in the intro, off a win at Star Series, and now they're not looking the same. So they definitely need to step their game up. But we're gonna start here with a pistol rush coming in from Virtus.pro. Actually, a bit of a split here. Flamey and Stu still in this drop zone room, and they're rotating all the way onto A. Guardian, he's trying to hold it down, but he's missing shots left, right, and center, and Flamey coming in from behind, but the bomb is already getting on that bomb side, so this is a great strat from VP. Definitely tricking Navi, as it's a 5v2 scenario right now with the bomb down, and C's having to hit some monster shots, but he's not going to be able to. And now it's all on Edward, 1v5 with, well, big mission here. Not going to be able to do it. So 1-0 for Virtus.pro, of course, winning the all-important pistol round here on the second map.
Yeah, I kind of felt like I knew exactly what VP were going to do, and then they just did it. And they did it without losing a single player. I was putting drop through connector and hitting A, putting all that pressure on those USPs. It's almost the best thing to do most of the time. Yeah, that's a very decisive pistol round to follow up. Navi here going to be buying. This is a map that's not that easy to eco on, but if they do pick your site, then I guess it can be kind of easy. Oh, Guardian with the deagle.
Yeah,
So
we saw him with the two one-taps in the last map, and now he comes out again with the deagle. Just gets that one deagle onto Snacks, so already a one-kill advantage here for Navi, but they have to do way more here because the terrorists, as we know, have some weapons. And Seized in the smoke might get the frag, but he's going to be taken out. And now it's all on Flamey and Zeus, both with those CZ-75s. First frag coming in for Zeus here onto Pasha. And, well, hard situation here for them. 2v3.
yeah, it's always scary though. Bialy within a couple of shots of dying. And, they did spot one. Now will they assume that the other one's on site? They should, I think.
Yeah,
Flamey in a gear position to get a kill. Oh, nice reaction.
Actually,
Ooh.
these guns, they have a really good close range. So Neo has to use that advantage that he has the range with the AK, and he does that. Picks up both kills on medium range there. And getting a 2-0 victory or 2-0 lead here for Virtus.pro as they're going to be facing a almost total eco for Navi. So good position.
That's all Neo's gonna do in a 1v2 situation. Is he's gonna wait for you to make a mistake. You make a mistake, he's gonna kill you. And
Yeah, exactly.
We had one player try to go and upgrade his gun, peeking out a little bit too far behind the truck, and then Flamey jumping up and him dying. And that's kind of starting off to the same pattern as what we saw in Inferno, where Navi were getting off to very close rounds, but not being able to close out. And they definitely should have won that. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. They had the correct weapons for close quarter combat, as Pasha now does not have the correct weapon, trying to hit the shots on medium range here with that Mac 10. He will hit one, and Neo coming in with the CZ-75 as well. So now it's a 5v3. Navi answering a bit back here with Guardian and one frag, but still it's this uphill battle, uphill struggle for Navi, just hiding on the back of that bomb site, but will not be able to take this one. Sue's now all alone. Couple of low players on the terrorist side, but it won't really happen for them, as it's going to be 3-0 for Virtus.pro here.
And instead of buying every round there, we have basically one save on the part of Navi. That's going to mean they're going to be able to afford the weapons they want. And sometimes when teams force, we see the opper not force so that they can be able to op, obviously,
Yeah.
on the third round. In this case, however, it's going to be 5 rifles on Navi. Everyone's going to have the nades they want, and not having head armor isn't going to be the biggest disadvantage.
No.
Pasha also has Mac 10, so maybe it's a good opportunity for Navi to pull out a round.
Yeah, definitely that one weapon advantage, like with Pasha being ass, and we talk about it, he gets picked off by Edward, so that was definitely a good advantage for that Navi team. So now 5v4. The terrorists, of course, still can have that man advantage if they decide to push aside with all their members. So let's see if they're gonna do that. Test still trying to work middle here as he accidentally flashes himself. He knows, he kind of has a feeling that sees this close by.
Sacks through a smoke down drop and is falling off to long B. He's looking right in Edward's eyes right now. Oh, he's not going to check it.
Yeah, he's not going to check, and that could be a huge mistake. Edward picks up one double kill from Edward. And now Snacks is close range as well. The position is known. And Edward just picking up a triple. All on task now. 1v5 with the AK-47. Going to be a monster of a round if he clutches it, but he cannot. That's Zeus picking one up. And a 4 kill from Edward that round.
Yeah. Pretty beautiful stuff there. We see that all too often. First player into the site after a nice pop flash will just jump right in the path and push towards drop as the rest of the players take the site. That round, they did that, but then Edward peeking right after he jumped out meant that he was able to just secure a frag for free and got a second and a third because he's nuts. And this round, we only have 4 players. Oh.
Yeah, Guardian just disconnected. He had some trouble in that first map as well, so that could be one of the issues, maybe reappearing. Zeist still trying to hold down this middle section here, and he pops in with the pop flash and gets one for one trade as Snacks takes him out. But the terrorists are pushing onto the A bomb side right now. So A quickly being taken. They're actually waiting for Flamey to rotate so they can pick him off and then get the plant down. For a 4v2 situation. That was a smart play by Virtus.pro. Now gonna get that bomb down and surely take this round as well, as the 2 CTs are saving, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I hate to have included as part of the meta, but but Guardian not being alive that round meant that A was weaker, and they didn't want to leave any extra people at the A site, so going there quickly made the most sense. Yeah.
So 3-1. It's gonna be 4-1 for Virtus.pro on that C side here in Cobblestone. Of course, the map that's been in CS for quite a while, been reworked twice here in CS:GO, and now back in the map pool once again. And it's one of those maps that most teams actually don't like to play. So most of the times it's banned off, but once in a while you'll see 2 teams end up on this map here. Some teams actually prefer it. And Virtus.pro being one of those teams who can just pretty much dominate on every map.
Yep. You can always do well. Ooh, internet died.
Oh,
Rough
too
stuff.
bad.
Hopefully they won't have to deal with this all day as they've got a lot of matches to play, I think.
Yeah, that could be a problem. They still have a lot. They are actually at 7 games played so far in the standings here in the CEVO, or the other teams are around like 10 games played, so they have a lot of games to play, and if Guardian's internet keeps being a problem for them, that's not a good sign, as he is the star player, in my opinion, on that team.
Yeah. Yeah, that is something about Navi. Like, I feel like, he is the star player for sure, but then there's, like, Edward, who's, like, getting back to, like, Edward of past, and
Yeah.
Seized, who's been consistently insane since they picked him up, and Flamey, who's a star alongside. Flamey played with World Edit, right?
Yeah, that's one of those like Ukrainian CIS teams before he got picked up.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
actually just in the amount of time where I stepped all the way back from CS and wasn't around, so I can't really remember.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but when they picked up Flamey, he was. I think he's the reason that they got back to being, a really top team. I mean, Navi for a
Yeah,
while were definitely like sixth to eighth or something, and now are doing much better.
yeah,
But
that's true.
yeah, definitely Guardian. When Navi were on top, the Guardian was the strongest player, and it's only fitting that he is also the author. Now he is back on the server, and we'll have a Famas to his name.
Yeah, so here we go. First spy coming out. Actually, yeah. Okay, there was just a bug on my screen because it looked like Guardian had 3,300 and a FAMAS, so I was kind of wondering why I didn't buy, but just a bug. He's on that FAMAS, spending all his money. Force buy from the CT side, of course, buying whatever they can. And Edward actually starting a good spray. And it will be a ton of damage and a team kill as well, as Edward is still trying to hold this angle. Taz coming in, but he will finally take him out. But still, such a good hold there. And that's going to be the round. Edward, even though he's only going to get 1 kill, he actually did damage for at least 3.
Yeah, he hurt everybody. I mean, he had one of the nades that slowed down the rush. He delayed his long enough. That was really nice. That smoke went down, 2 flashes, just perfect. Long B hold shut it down completely. I mean, there was really no chance for VP to get in the site there versus that setup.
So here we go now. Force buy from VP. 2 pistols and 3 AKs from them. As it's going to be a B push, I'm pretty sure Pasha's going to lead the way with his CZ-75, and they're actually going to slow it down here as they're going to flash down and smoke out. Pasha coming through with the CZ-75, actually jumps over Edward, gets the headshot on him straight away. M4 now in hands of Pasha. Double kill from him as they rush in towards this bomb site. Bomb's surely going to go down here, but Zeus almost get knifed.
It scared me.
Oh, wow, and Taz just coming in through the corner. Now it's all on Bialy. 1v2, 13 HP.
This would be tough. He's in
Yeah,
a good spot. Really good
He has
spot.
a good position. Oh, taken out by Zeus. And that's the 3k for Zeus. With 13 HP to go, we'll find the bomb as well. So, round win for Navi. But as we said on D Inferno, the rounds are so close between these teams. 2 players surviving with a combined not even 50 HP. So, yeah, actually 40 to be precise. And the scoreline now reading 3-4.
So I think that was a force up, right? Was that?
Yeah, that was a force up from the tire side.
Yeah, it was like an entry from Pasha with a CZ.
Yeah.
And they almost did get in the site. I mean, they just hit B twice hard there. I think it was a little bit unexpected as Navi shut it down. And that's something that you can do, right? If a team does shut you down that hard, if you really feel confident in your rush, you don't think they're going to put as much pressure on that long B anymore because you shut them down, then maybe it's going to work in the round to follow. And it almost did. But now they'll have to save once again. I think Taz just opened up drop though by himself, and that could be huge. This is going to cause a lot of confusion on the site. Flamey is going to be the man to spot him. So
Yeah, Pasha has a good game so far here on Cobblestone, picking up 2 frags in this eke around here from his team, and now he's on an M4. Neo actually on the backstab position as Cease picks up 1, and now it's all on Guardian. But Neo coming in from behind. Bialy just has to run out the clock here. Oh, sick shot from Guardian.
where's it planted? Front site? Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
Neo picked that up. Guardian did not know where Neo was. He was kind of looking at defensive positions in the side, but Neo had rotated all the way behind him. Going to pick up that AWP as well. Probably going to drop it for Pasha. And now we have a full buy for Virtus.pro, 5-3. Well, it's going to be a force for Navi.
yeah. I think VP are getting Navi used to not playing drop as hard, and they got Taz to just go down there and kill the solo man in drop. And once you're in that region where CTs do most of their rotating through, I mean, you have so much control of the map that you can slow down rotates as much as you want just by staying alive, or you can get a pick shooting 1 F2 players in the back, an A player or a B player, and that's where the strength was. And oh, there's Taz just coming right out along B and getting a pick for himself, no problem.
So,
I think that, they want VP want Navi to have to focus on long B every single round so that they can work on other parts of the map.
to be very terrace, we have a battle right there on long that Zeus will win, but the bomb is going the complete opposite way. So it's going to be an A plant with 4 players alive for VP as Navi has to rotate all the way back. And another question is, are they going to just save it here? That could be the scenario. Ceased, of course, with the Max 7 could potentially go for an exit frag here, but the rest of the team, Guardian and Zeus, surely going to save their weapons.
Yep. And yeah, off the back of the spy round, Taz this by himself was able to force every single rotate over to his site just by getting a single frag and working on a second one. Oh,
Wow.
Pasha, though, able to save this up, and oh, not even save this up. I mean, they won their round and are able to kill everyone who's trying to save except for Zeus, who's up here.
Yeah, they had two players up in that tower, and Pasha took early on the one guy down, and then Zeus could save the op by a quick scope there onto his enemy. But that doesn't change the scoreline. Right now, 6-3 Virtus.pro on the T side, so it's not looking very good for Navi. Also, with them losing that first map, not looking very strong either. So definitely
I'm gonna
in the
say it's
deep right now.
definitely. I'm gonna say it's definitely T-sided though.
Yeah.
I think yeah, 6 rounds is quite a few more than 3, but I think it's definitely a bit of a T-sided map. Like this drop down is hell for CTs, and it's also so advantageous for T's to take that like it can just be such a problem once they take it, and you can't just leave it wide open.
No, that's true. But they
It's
do
not
have
gonna
Guardian in the back of that B bomb site, and that's in a position like that where Guardian really can shine. We can move around with that AWP, and then as they trying to get some information on that B side, they also push A. So Virtus.pro just pushing pretty much everywhere in the map and getting frags everywhere as well. So 7-3 will be the scoreline. We do have a force coming out from Navi now, so this is pretty much where they have to get rolling in this first half if they're not going to be completely run over.
I think I 100% agree. I mean, this is obviously the last round that they'll be able to come back and try to win the half. I guess officially. I mean, if they, numerically, it's not that important on all maps, but if they're able to do it here, I think it'll be very valuable for them. And an opening pick goes to C's, who actually tries to get traded out, but C's gets a second after reloading. Has does his best to do it as quickly as possible, but couldn't get there in time. That's a huge man advantage for Navi. All they have to do is maintain it at this point. I mean, if they give up a pick now, that would be pretty much a disaster.
Yeah, let's see here. They have two plays towards that B bomb site, and the bomb's still waiting for any rotating CTs to hold their backs. And Edward about to win this against Passion. He will win it. Bialy trying to come in through that drop zone, picks up Flame, and now Bialy trying to do even more damage, but he's going to be denied by Edward, and that's all on Snacks. 1v4 to clutch from him here, and he's a great player, but he's probably not going to clutch this, especially with Edward watching this position. And, well, AWP in the hands of Edward, they're getting that 3k, probably going to drop it for Guardian, so they have that spread. Let's see, Edward might keep it. Looks like it.
Yeah, I guess, upping that long V is not uncommon.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, another buy round, of course, for Virtus.pro. Still have some money in the bank after a couple of round wins. CT's still not on perfect economy, as you can see Flamey on that Famas. And aggressive peaks coming out from Virtus.pro here as they rush towards this A bomb site. The retakes or the rotates have to come through right now for Navi, and as Edward picks up yet another one, Guardian with the AK showing what he's got. Picking up one frag for his name there. 3 against 2 right now. Bomb rotating all the way back as Neo still stays. Trying to make some noise here on A.
VP have had a really good defense on some of these, or Navi, Navi have had very good defenses on some of these really fast plays by VP. They shut down B, they shut down A, and this was a 3-2 split through lower and upper, where they had one player from lower go upper and try to meet up with their teammates, but 2 players lower got killed right off the bat, so that shut down that aggression, no problem. And I think if Navi can keep up that trend, they're going to have a really good half in their favor. And VP, I think, are 1 away from a save, if not saving next round. So that means that Navi could have a solid half overall, when it looked like it was a little bit more bleak than even Inferno, I want to say.
Yeah, but right now in this round, it's pretty much all on the guy on the back of that bomb side. That's going to be Zeus. If he can pick up that first frag, and yes, he can. Can he pick up the second as well? It's going to be Neo now in a 1v2. Neo now having the chance of clutching this, but with 8 seconds to go, he's going to get that bomb down, but can he hold it? on 35 HP. Big ask. And he will go down to Flamey's FAMAS. And that's going to be the round for Na'Vi, as we discussed. Now they're going to find themselves on 4 rounds. Let's have a look at what Virtus.pro are going to do here with their money, because they're going to be pretty tight right now.
Yeah, well, they have to buy. I mean, they did get that plant, so I mean, I wouldn't actually put it past them to do it.
Yeah, they can't. There's the opportunity to force buy, but
at the very minimum, we're gonna see a half armor. Yeah, it's just gonna be a straight up buy. I would have actually liked to see Pasha do the Tech 9 or CZ. I think he has equipped and get full nades, but they do have another additional 4 smokes here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And it's a much more some sort of a default right now, as I think they are worried. And they have condition also. They have conditioned Na'Vi into throwing a bunch of nades early round. So that is another thing that they've gone in their favor.
So what's it going to be for Virtus.pro here? Maybe, well, they have snacks already down in that drop zone. And the rest of the players coming in now, trying to get the advantage, trying to get that peak as they take down Zeus. Second frag coming in, it's going to be Snacks taking down Flamey, but Edward is on the back of this bomb site as Ceased picks up another one. That's Neo going down. Edward's still alive, but finally taken out by Taz. And frags are going left, right, and center. It's going to be Seized. 3 kills from him so far in this round.
It was 6 spray.
Oh, he's going to be denied of the round win as Taz comes in with a double kill. And that's going to be 8-5 in favor of Virtus.pro. So officially now, having won this half on Seaside, and as we discussed, the balance, you would expect Virtus.pro to win this Seaside, but can they get any more than 8? Because if they can get 9 or 10 rounds, that's going to be a big plus coming into that second half for them. Yeah,
that was such a really nice drop take there on that 13th round. I'm going to definitely go back and look at that again. They got Snacks in a drop for free. They got a second player in there, flashed themselves through the smoke, and took advantage of Na'Vi where they were weak, where they needed it. So now they have no nades for long B, are going to be able to push in here. So exactly, basically what they want to do. I mean, this is like how they base their T side. How can we get into long B without dying? How can we get into B and not have 5 players from Na'Vi be sitting there throwing all their nades?
Trying to get a frag here. He sees he's going to do a lot of damage, but the rest of the team just barely alive. Guardian with 5 HP. Could grab a frag onto Bialy, but he's going to be flashed out and then pushed. Snacks grabbing that one, and now 9 rounds for Virtus.pro. Is there a chance here of making it 10? Surely as Na'Vi are once again on a force here. So Seuss only on that max 7. Scout on Flamey. So big chance here for Virtus.pro of making 10 rounds in the first half.
Yeah, I think this is a 50-50 half if Na'Vi are able to get 6, but as you mentioned, like Na'Vi on a force are not in a good position to win a round, and if VP do steal up that 10th round, they're going to be sitting pretty. And there's a smoke in a lower A, so this is going to deny some information, but there's 3 people over towards A, and you typically want like 4 towards B, and no one player goes down at B through the smoke. I mean, this is going to really open up the map for them. Now the fast flanks are coming out, though Taz is holding it, and will he get the kill? No, Guardian does find the better of him.
Yeah, but they still have a player in that teammate actually, and Seuss trying to hit the shot here with the Mag 7 that's called, and C's trying to hold the teammate, but the B bomb site is already being taken, and Flamey's on the back of this B bomb site has not been spotted yet. Oh, huge miss. Gets the shot down though, and eventually taken out. So 10-5 here for Virtus.pro on the T side now, switching over, and this pistol that's going to be coming up now is going to be so key, because if Virtus.pro can get that and also win that anti-eco, they're going to be pretty much in 13-5. Natus Vincere, on the other hand, if they get that pistol, the potential for almost evening up the game. So a lot of pressure coming into this pistol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quite a bit of pressure for sure. And momentum is in the favor of VP as they've won the last three rounds. They also won the majority of the T rounds. They got to feel pretty good. Na'Vi, I think, just after that last map, are not going to feel good about losing a half, no matter how big their disadvantage. VP did a really great job of working on the map, working drop, working long B, making Na'Vi feel like it wasn't going to be long B, and then taking it anyway.
And we're gonna have to see here as the pistol round starts. All players are ready. And here we go. Now it's gonna be very interesting to see what exactly Na'Vi are gonna throw out at Virtus.pro here. What kind of strat they're gonna use. It's actually gonna be 4 armors and then a Tech 9, and they're gonna switch that Tech 9 around, so the armored player gets a Tech 9. It's gonna be Flamey, so Flamey's surely gonna spearhead this as they push maybe into the B bomb side, getting that long control as we talked about. And, well, only 1 smoke on the CT side as well, so no flashes for VP.
No, none at all.
Oh, good shot. And there's the boost. Double flag, though, about to come in here. Flamey tries his best, and it's the 3v3 scenario, but Taz in the smoke here. Flamey taking a big amount of damage, but double kill coming in for Na'Vi, and now it's all on Taz.
Oh.
He's going to get that first one. Flamey's low on HP as well, but the bomb is going to plant on A.
Yeah, and he's got a big rotate on his hands. I don't know where the kid is down or if they know where it is, but I hope they have one now. Drop. He'll be able to mosey on through it, grab a kit along the way, but the after plant positions might be really good here. And Flamey is pushing on a flank.
Yeah, Taz is going to get caught any second now, and there it is. Flamey with the flank there. Tiny flank, but still a flank that counts, and we're going to have yet another pause as Na'Vi takes that round. So now 6-10, and Virtus.pro with the at max $1,800. So the question is, are they going to force it up here or just go eco for the next one?
I feel like they might try to.
Yeah. Most teams at this point in CS in this meta actually force all the way up.
Yeah.
CT in this round. So 10-6. Virtus.pro, are they going to make it to the 0 here as Guardian rejoins, or is it going to be Na'Vi tying the game up? Of course, Na'Vi not in a very good position in the league standings right now. Needs at least a tie. Another loss for them would not be very good for their standings, even though they have a lot of games to play. They don't want to lose any of them, even though it's against Virtus.pro.
No, no doubt. I mean, taking a map here would even be worthwhile. So, yeah, and I actually don't know who's gonna win this map. Na'Vi winning that pistol has kind of reinvigorated my faith in their chances.
So now we do have Taz picking up the first one. That CZ-75, still a very, very good gun, especially if you have it equipped as your primary, so you don't have that switch up speed, that slow switch up speed that pretty much kills everyone. But if you have that as your primary, it's still an insanely good pistol. And now Taz with an AK-47 and a 1-man advantage for the CTs. Oh, about to be 2-man advantage as Snacks picks up one, trades 1 for 1, but that's a good trade, a trade they'll take all day. Rotating now. Pasha has to hold with the deagle and he won't. So now they know the A bomb side is a possibility. Bialy all alone. If he can find an angle, a defensive angle here, that might be the chance for them to win this round.
Yeah. A little bit of a risk there from Pasha trying to take that shot. Immediately punished by Flamey. Yeah. Now Bialy is going to be in the back of the site. This is a good spot for him. I mean, Taz is on his way with an AK as well, and Neo on the big flank. This spells disaster for Na'Vi, but we'll see how they deal with it. 5-7 shots from far away. Neo isn't doing the damage they need, and all the traits come out. Na'Vi on top.
Yeah, good round from Na'Vi, even though they had some problems in the beginnings of it, managed to close it out in the end. And Virtus.pro still sitting on those 10 rounds now, going to be ecoing as Na'Vi. We have 3 AKs and 2 SMGs here, so should not be a big problem for them to take this one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but on a save, didn't really gain much traction after those opening picks. As you mentioned, I mean, blew the man advantage once they had it, and then couldn't win in the 3v3, so Neo just going to take a peek with his USB, take a lot of damage for it, but does come away with his life. And this 5-stack towards V is not looking like it's going to do anything. As Na'Vi are putting pressure on A.
Right now we're following Ceased around as he is taking control of this long area, and Flame actually picking one up. And Cease is just going to backstab all these CT players, as of course Na'Vi have taken control over the A-bomb side. So Cease coming in from behind, and Edward pinching in, making sure that they're not going to have any surprises or any saved weapons. Actually, Cease pushing very aggressively in, and he was maybe dying off here to snags. Yes, he will actually. 2 frags coming in here, and Taz now with an AK-47 that he can save, and with Guardian low on HP, it's pretty much up to if Flamey wants to like hunt him, but I'm not sure he wants to do that.
I mean, like, does that really seem like they were worth chasing? Like they're saving USP, like they have no armor. They killed 3 people, so they know they don't have armor. They have no guns. They're just hanging out waiting for exit frags, and you're gonna chase them when you have so much more to lose. I just don't see the logic.
Yeah, now Taz can take this AK-47. He can technically drop a weapon if he was needed to in this round. Full buy with 26 to go, so also an opportunity of getting an AWP in the next round with the money on Taz now.
I can't understand that. It's like trying to. It's like picking on a toddler or something. It's like you know you're not gonna come out looking good even if you win.
So here we go. P focus from the terrorist, and a bunch of smokes going down here. Taz on top of the box, not gonna get anything done as Edward picks him off. Double frag quickly coming in for Virtus.pro, though. Neo and Bialy holding it down, and now a 4v2 situation. They have got Zeus cornered pretty much, and actually shot some perfect shot there from Pasha. Last man standing will be Guardian with an AK-47 in a 1v4 situation. I'm pretty sure Neo is going to look his way and win the battle. So that's going to be 11-8. And as I talked about, Taz now has a lot of money. They can drop that weapon for like one of those M4s for him. Actually, they're not. They're going to go with a full M4 setup and not buy any AWP here. So interesting choice here. But yeah, Virtus.pro, as they're in the lead, I'm not going to question their logic. Also, them being a former major champion team, so they probably know a bit more about CS than I do.
Maybe. They do come with the first rifle. I mean, that's a good sign for them in this half, considering it is the only rifle round we've seen. So, how many doors does he have?
Oh well. Guardian, as we talked about earlier, having some internet issues. So he's disconnecting back and getting back in.
There's really nothing more annoying than that. I mean, I've been DDoSed before in a match. It's not. I mean, he isn't getting DDoSed, but it's just it can just ruin your concentration. I mean, from the outside, it looks like he's just rejoining and just playing again. But
yeah,
you're thinking about, oh, am I going to drop again? Am I going to drop again? And that's really annoying. So
yeah, it just kind of totally ruins your momentum.
Yeah.
And momentum, as we probably all know, is a big part of CS, getting that momentum in. And Na'Vi having some momentum right now after not a great first half, but now getting some rounds here, 3 rounds in a row before losing the last one. So Na'Vi's still having some momentum now. Guardian having some issues here. As they're going to go for another force buy, I'm pretty sure, on the T side. So here we go. Should be back and ready to start any second now with round number 20 in this best of 2 between Virtus.pro and Natus Vincere, aka Na'Vi. Of course, in the CEVO MLG Pro League Season 7. So here we go. Starting back up again. So Virtus.pro now having won that one after Na'Vi taking the pistol. So who do you think has the upper hand right now? 8-11? Is it Na'Vi with the momentum or Virtus.pro? Who do you think is going to come out on top of this one?
I have no idea. Like, the thing is that if Na'Vi don't win this round, I think it's going to be close to over. This is kind of really a big risk. Zeus only has a Glock?
Yeah, they have like 3 full weapons, and then
they could have, like, Guardian could have dropped them P250. It's like 100 times better than a Glock. But either way, it would have been a pistol. You know, it's 2 people with pistol armor. That's a big disadvantage. I mean, they're counting on Guardian to open up the round for free here.
Oh, they're gonna
he's
get
gonna
the
be clearing
boost.
out long. Oh, shut down though, and they know one's under him. Are they gonna punish him for it? If they do that, that's huge.
Oh, they're gonna get that 2 for 1 trade.
Flamey's mad. He wasn't even part of that fight. In fact,
but still, Tass is on the back of this bomb side, and he has a great position behind the box on long, and they have 1 player rotating in. Probably Pasha. Yeah, as we switch to him, he's going to have that area down as well. So they're going to have 2 men on this bomb side. So if the terrorist just rushes in, Virtus.pro should be able to hold this.
We should, yeah. Pasha's going to hear them messing about in the drop zone. Seeing some with their back turn.
Misses from Taz, huge misses, but Pasha's going to get in. get a couple of kills, but he will be surprised by a terrorist in that midsection. And now Snacks 1v2, Guardian with full HP. Edward with 6 HP, so he just needs to get that nade up on to Edward's position, or that Molotov for that matter. But probably not going to succeed. And now, surely anytime now, Guardian will put a shot in his back, but actually misses the shot. So now he knows the position of both of the, or at least one of the players. He gets the second one, but he won't be able to shut it down. Edward with 6 HP will survive. Going to get another round for Na'Vi. So they're keeping the dream alive here, the dream of tying this game.
Yeah, that was quite close. I mean, that was very important that they won drop there, and they did it. Bialy even got 2 frags though, and even off the back of that, Na'Vi were able to win the round. I mean, that is very telling. It was close, but in terms of rifle rounds, this half they're 1-1. It's hard to say who's actually ahead. I mean, even though Na'Vi have won those 3 pistol, the pistol and the 2 anti-ecos, it's hard to say who's on top. Now it's gonna be VP with the pistol armor in the B site.
And that's going to be Taz, who missed a couple of shots with his M4 in the last round, and now he's only on 60 HP. So Taz having a rough time. And once again, they do this kind of almost stack on the A on the B bomb side, where they get a lot of guys into that drop zone early on, and only have one guy on the A bomb side. This time around, it's Taz or it's Pasha, and he's in a good position now. He can pick in because they are not going to expect. Actually, Snacks is the one picking up 3 frags there. And now all on Edward. He's going to get the first one, but not the second. And yeah, once again, it turns on his head. Like Ceased now in a 1v4. And Virtus.pro is going to take the round with only 1 loss. Might even be able to... Taz is on the other bomb side, so he's not going to be able to pick up a weapon. But they get the op down, so they can have that CT op come into play now.
Yeah, they got an op. They saved 3 guns. They got they can drop Taz. I mean, that's a very, very nice round. Also a 12th round, which is, I'd say, the first portion of the critical rounds in a map. And Na'Vi all of a sudden have to save as the round previous was pretty close. So it's actually bad for them.
Yeah, Pasha going for an aggressive peek here in the middle, and now they're pretty much going to know from the information relayed that it's going to be a B push. And well, Neo peeking into drop zone and getting that first frag, getting some confirmation. And actually, we do have Pasha pushing in from behind, which is off screen right now, but very aggressive position. So they have a lot of map control. And Pasha actually takes down Edward off screen, but Neo is still holding down. He's still in battle. Seized on top of that drop. Will be taken out as well. So good round from Neo, holding that drop zone. And yet another pause is requested as Virtus.pro go up 13-9.
Yeah. And this is really weird. That's just must be a horrible life to have to deal with internet like that.
Yeah. Tough for Guardian. It seems like he's back again, so it's not really
they have
too much of... Oh, wow.
You jinxed it.
I jinxed him. Sorry, Guardian. Sorry. Oh, wow. Even Bialy is sad.
Oh, he accidentally got a couple of smileys in that spam.
Yeah.
So.
It's kind of the one happy smiley hidden between all the sad ones. So Pasha with the AWP, a lot of money for him as well in the bank, and economy looking good for Virtus.pro. Like they're going to be able to buy even if they lost this one.
Yeah, it was actually horrible that Na'Vi didn't win that second rifle in a row, because that meant that they're on a double save. So that was almost a game. I mean, looking back at that round, where Snacks was able to get like that 3 frag for free, that almost sealed it up. I mean, it's bringing it pretty close at this point, and they're going to be buying here. So I'd say this is about it. If they aren't able to win this round, it might be over.
Yeah, Guardian only on a $0 after this round. And a lot of the other players being very close to that $0 limit. So Virtus.pro looking good economy-wise and also round-wise. Na'Vi the complete opposite. Neo picks up another one. He's really doing a good job holding this drop zone. Flamey trying to come in. He has been spotted by Bialy as well. It's going to take him down. 2 players on long, so they know this is some kind of a B push at least right now. They can of course rotate back these terrorists. Guardians, Zeus and Edward all still alive, but it's a hard situation for them to win. Zeus finally picks up Neo, holding that drop zone. So where do they want to go now? A or B? Virtus.pro has pretty much control of everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't have many options. Edward's making a lot of noise at A. I mean, this is at least going to keep 2 players here. But at the same time, they spot players at all parts of the site, and that's only going to alert them to thinking it's going to be a split A, which they'd be right about. Bialy, oh, taking a fight with Guardian, but neither winning or losing, I think, favors him as staying alive at this point. Is very important.
Oh, Guardian's so close to catching Pasha there, but turns away at the wrong moment. Might get him with the second one, but Edward pushing in, and now, as you said, the split is gonna come in. One CT player is still alive, and he's gonna take out the bomb. So now Edward in an impossible scenario. 1v3 and taken down by Snack. So 14-9 here for Virtus.pro over Na'Vi. About to make it a 2-0. And well, in the preview I said, in my opinion, Na'Vi was favored, and I'm probably gonna take that back after this one because Virtus.pro just looking way more dominant.
Too late.
It's too late, man. But Neo really having a good game. I have to highlight him, especially here on Cobblestone. 23 frags to 13. Had his tip to you.
Yeah, he's Fedora is furiously tipped. But he's had great game at drop. He got like so many frags there. Right. Oh, they are actually off to a really early start. Good round. I mean, this is another force up from Na'Vi. It's only getting uglier as the rounds go. Absolutely no armor or no nades on either player that's left alive in a 2-on-5. I mean,
oh, good shot from Zeus through the smoke though. Zeus actually playing this pretty well. Got 2 frags already. Flash coming in from the CTs, and Flamey is trying to drop down. He's going to get one as well, and all of a sudden, 3 frags in a row for Na'Vi. And now it's a 2v2. Flamey's low on HP, but still, a 2v2 is way better than the situation before. Zeus coming in, and Virtus.pro just, yeah, slowly throwing this round away.
Throwing, you say? Yeah, that was 2-on-5. I mean, 2-on-5, no nades, Flamey on 2 HP, and they won.
That should not have been a win for Na'Vi, but yeah, good play from Zeus there, getting that triple kill, and Flamey surviving with 2 HP, so it will be 14-10 instead of 15-9 here. Virtus.pro grabbing their way back into this, and now, well, the closest we've gotten to a full buy in a long time between these two. Edward, though, will have an AK as well, so pretty much a full buy. Guardian, no nades or no flashbangs, though.
Yeah, there isn't a big enough lead for me to say, like, you know, it's okay that they lost that round. I mean, they're only 4 rounds down in on a map that's pretty decided, and all they needed was a little bit of money, which I think they got for themselves. So, I don't know. I mean, it was pretty bad round for Virtus.pro. There was just no chance that they should have lost that, and they did.
So here we go, Taz on 12 HP, Pasha. Oh, 6 Senses real. Takes Edward down to 6 HP through that smoke. Pop Flash coming in. Snacks actually does not see the player behind him. That's going to be Guardian. And Guardian still that corner with the AWP will not get a single frag.
Oh!
Wow. That was catastrophical from Guardian there, not getting anything done. And this might be the 15th round as C's now in a 1v5, 62 HP, Mission Impossible scenario here.
Oh, Virtus that.
Oh, there we go. Snacks taking him out. So 15-10 is the scoreline. Virtus.pro on map and match point here in this best of 2 series between them and Na'Vi.
Yep, and after Na'Vi had some life breathed into them by that 2v5 from Flamey and Edward, it was kind of sucked back out. VP secured that round, did a really good job too. And are just 1 away from taking a second map in a row off Na'Vi, who I think we both felt were a little bit favored here in this matchup. Snacks going to be on the opposite side of the smoke. Will that favor him? It looks like it might. Now Zeus does trade 1-for-1. I think that's got to favor Na'Vi at least a little bit. But Neo answers back.
They're trying to take these duels in middle, and despite them being up a man, not quite sure if they should have taken those, but they have so much confidence right now, so it doesn't even matter. And that's a GG Guardian timing out, and the win is real. 16-10 on Cobblestone for Virtus.pro here over Natus Vincere, aka Na'Vi. So they're going to take that 2-0 victory over their opponents here. And, well, Virtus.pro now being number 1 in the league here. Of course, NIP still has a chance of making it back because they still have some matches to play. But VP looking very strong.
Looking real good for sure. I mean, they looked solid. I mean, play was just solid, and obviously Navi were having a little bit of it seemed like internal issues at least,
Yeah.
but managed to look a little bit sharper on the second map. Still couldn't do it. VP, solid play overall. So
So the question that now exists as we're gonna round it up in this game and quickly jump to the next one in an hour. The next run is gonna be Natus Vincere once again, but this time against Titan. So how do you think their loss in this one against Virtus.pro is gonna like kind of affect the next game against Titan? Arguably an easier opponent, just not by much, but by a little bit. So do you think they're gonna have like? I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have a hard time against Titan, even though they probably shouldn't. But what do you think?
yeah, yeah. If we look at like that match as a way of kind of gauging how well Navi's going to play today, maybe it's not looking good for Navi, but at the same time, they looked a little bit better on the second map. I guess a little bit more together. Guardian's internet issues might actually be a factor as much as I don't want to have to put that in as part of
No.
the analysis. I mean, he dropped like, you know, many of those rounds. But I mean, Titan will be definitely, I think, a little bit easier than VP. So I guess that's a good warm up.
That is true. We're going to take a short break in an hour, and then we're going to be back with the next game, Navi versus Titan, right here in CBTV. My name is Rizc, and alongside me is Launders, and we're going to see you after the break.